We are live.
Okay.
Let's do our dance. Let me turn this camera around. Settings, camera. Back to the front.
Oops.
Okay, we're live. And there's nobody in the house. Let's see how many seconds will it be. We're at 50 seconds, 51 seconds, 52, 53, 54, 55. Come on, people. Come on. Come on. We need to talk about this stuff.
It's amazing.
This is a wonderful time to be alive. Say it again.
It's amazing that you get the notifications.
We got somebody in the house. Say hello. Hello, Leonard. Welcome, welcome. Please feel free to join the panel because we're going to have a fantastic discussion. It is an amazing time to be alive. Not a time for us to be in any type of fear at all. So if you want to join us, Leonard, you just hit that little, the link at the top, and I'll add you on to the panel. Lily's with us already, and we're going to be discussing. Hey, Lily! So we're going to be having this discussion. Who else is in here? There's 4 people in here now. Come on, Joy. Come in the house, everybody, and we're going to talk about this stuff. Talk about what's brewing. Are you guys feeling it too? That something big is about to happen. Now, whether it's a true alien invasion or it's a, what do you call it, Lily?
A false invasion, one to scare people.
A false invasion, or something else to throw.
Fake news.
Absolutely, fake news, but something definitely is going on. Now, did you guys get a chance to? I'm going to turn this down. Did you guys that's in the chat right now? Have you had an opportunity to review those 3 videos clips that I put in the description? One of them was from Dr.
Stephen Greer.
What's his first name, Lily?
Stephen.
Yeah, Dr. Stephen Greer. Stephen? You said Stephen?
S-T-E.
Dr. Stephen Greer.
Yeah.
Yes, Stephen Greer. He's been on this for what I think 25, 30 years.
At least. Since
slow roll.
Yes.
Yeah, a slow roll of what's unfolding before us. And if you haven't had a chance to Lily, you want to kind of go ahead and share a little bit about what he was saying?
Yes. Everybody can hear okay? Are you able to see the chat? I don't think I can.
The chat. We have Leonard here. We have Laura Pierre. We have LA. Yeah, can you guys hear us okay? Lily wants to make sure that you can hear her clearly before she gets started. So give me a thumbs up or number 1 and let us know that you can hear us.
So can everybody hear?
Lily, yeah, LA says yes. Laura says yes.
Okay, good. It's a little
too, darling?
It's a little quiet on my end. I'm not sure why it is today. But if y'all can hear, that's good. In that video that Monica posted, he posted that like 20 hours ago. And basically, Stephen Greer is pretty much the go-to guy to be able to try and get something that's maybe the closest to the truth that we can get. Because so much is disinformation about what the whole UFO, what all the drones are, what all this is about. And a lot of people, now that the drones, you're seeing them everywhere, it's causing a lot of what they want to cause. And that's curiosity, panic, not knowing what to think, and worry. And all they need to do is just fire a few shots here and there, and they'll have people screaming for help. Save us from the aliens, save us from the aliens. And that's called the fake disclosure. So the Stephen Greer, he has posted this. He calls it his first podcast because what he's doing is he's preparing for something to break, some news, some whistleblowers, high level whistleblowers to break in the next, he said, anywhere from now into like the next 2 or 3 days at the most.
Right.
They said
before
that
the inauguration.
Yep. And they said that they knew that it was going to happen. So when I say the theys, this would be the people whom they have reverse engineered UFO technology. And most of what you see in the skies is our own making, and it's reverse engineered. And what they don't want people to know is they don't want people to know what's really going on, because there would be an amazing abundance that everyone would experience. There would be technology, there would be health care, there would be so much more freedom that mankind overall would have. And this is because the technologies that they have, and I encourage everybody to listen to that particular video that she posted, because he's calling it Stephen Greer Podcast #1. And he said they're going to be doing weekly or even sooner, depending upon what's going on in the news, because he wants people to know what is actually happening. And he's going to talk a little bit about himself, how he got involved with this, how many years ago this was, and he's going to explain the information in a way that anybody can absorb it, anybody can understand it, because we're running out of time. We are literally just about out of time for what we would refer to as evil, to simplify things. You could call it the cabal, you can call it the deep state, you can call it whatever you want to call it. They have their agenda, and they want to reset history. They want to erase history in a way that they have more control. And that's why they have tried to slow down our ability to awaken, to remember who we are, to know that the cosmos, the extraterrestrial, the ultra-terrestrial, all the different, whatever you want to call it, we're part of it. Where it's not alien to us. We are part of it. And they don't want us to remember who we are, because that means then that our natural abilities all interact. Hi. Hello, Leonard.
Yeah, we have Leonard
Hi,
joining us.
how are you
Hi,
all?
Leonard. Welcome, my
Oh,
brother.
thank
Nice to
you.
see you.
Thank you. Can y'all hear me? Can
Yes, I
y'all
can hear you.
hear me?
Keep talking.
Keep going.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
I just want to make sure.
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us okay?
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome,
Uh,
awesome. Okay,
I just want to, ma'am,
yes, we can hear
ma'am,
you.
were you saying something, Monica?
No, you go.
I just want to say that about the whole alien invasion thing. Me, myself, personally, can I say that I really don't know for sure, because the way things is going, with this whole alien invasion type of thing, I mean, it could be true, it could not be true, It might be aliens, it might not be, And
Oh, we lost Leonard.
We lost him. Okay, if you can still hear us,
Come
Leonard, you
on,
dropped
Leonard.
off for some reason. Come back on. Go ahead, Lily, until he comes back.
Um, what Leonard was saying, we don't know, and that's why, at least to get a perspective of maybe something that we could say, at least we know a little bit, and that is listening to people like that podcast that he just did. Hi, Leonard.
Ah,
Go ahead. You were saying you don't know.
yeah, honestly, I really don't know for sure because, I was always taught, you don't put your trust in your you don't put your trust in man-made material. Put
Mhm.
it like that. And that's me myself. I really don't. I really can't say for sure, honestly. And I wanted to hear your background and how you feel about it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Um, so in terms of, the term misinformation, right?
Right.
Where they
Right.
try and give people little tiny bits of just enough to sound like the truth. I'm gonna keep talking because he probably can hear us. Um,
Yes.
the reason why I was saying earlier that they have hid the real truth from us is because then the concept of fossil fuels, of all these heating bills, of the need for the things that everybody, some got them and some didn't, and the side effects, the illnesses. I'm trying to not do any trigger words. Yeah, that. Thank you, darling. Um, the reason why they don't want us to know, so we can clearly state with an assurance as a fact, is because it takes away their power over us. Then it makes it so people are confused, they're conflicted, and then you end up, wondering and doubting. It's like the whole thing is to keep us from being in our power and to be able to um, know in our hearts who we are is really one of the most important things. If we know in our heart that we're a good person and we put out that, then we've kind of achieved like when people talk about the Bible, what they wanted us to achieve, and that was to be a good person, but without the fear and without the programs and the things that are taught that way. And so because people have woken up, mostly overall, and they do know a lot more out there and they can't hide it as well, they have to step the game up because we're running up against a time frame of whenever our earth is changing, whenever what these darker forces are wanting, which way they want us to go. It's like the agendas are colliding.
Yes.
And unless you have real disclosure, so that there's real freedom. And in that video, and sincerely, please, everybody watch that video and pass it on to your friends, because it will be a good portion of information of what they're hiding from us. And one of the things that Dr. Greer, Stephen Greer, he tells his background. He was a medical doctor, and somehow or another he got involved with information that had to do with helping presidents and helping briefing high level people. So and that's how he got in those circles. He became kind of the go-to person. And in that video, he mentions a couple of things about different people who tried to get to the real information or the bottom of it. And you learn about, like, presidents, they don't have control. You learn that it's the people not necessarily even in our government. And he talks about how part of the problem is people who are, we think are the leaders, or we think are the ones, making the policies and all, they actually don't even know what's going on because they're not given. It's like a whole secret organization, a whole
Yes.
giant secret organization that is really running all of this. And they don't want to be exposed. They want to keep this up because it keeps up all the chaos in the world. For simplification, it just, so much would go away. And whenever you listen to the video, he's going to talk about just like a taste of the freedom that we would have. And that freedom is as a result of no longer hiding how far advanced mankind really is. We, you, me, Monica, all of y'all, we are in the dark ages in comparison to what is out there. He describes it like this. Whatever you saw on Star Trek, remember the old Star Treks? He says, all of that is real. All of that is real. They have it, they do it. And if you kind of break that down and you think about it a little bit, things like teleportation, all that kind of stuff, it's like it becomes immensely just such a relief to be able to breathe and know that you don't have to struggle. When they talk about heaven on earth, they talk about paradise, old JW stuff. That's what that is, is to have real freedom.
Absolutely.
Does anybody have any questions?
About the...
What was that, Doll?
Yeah. No, go ahead. Lily wants to know if you guys have any questions, but I was just going to bring out another point that Dr. Greer brought up about that we have free energy. There's no reason for us to be destroying the earth, drilling oil and doing all of this stuff, just destroying this earth, because we have energy just naturally all around us. And that's another thing that they've been withholding. And if you guys remember, Nikola Tesla, before he died, he told them that. He says that we have free energy all around us. And he had a little, like something as small like a shoebox, I think, that would fit on your kitchen table, that would harness all the energy that's in the ether all around us, that would heat our homes, any electronic things that we needed. The energy is free, but these beings, or whatever these things are, that what I call the ruling class, they're the ones that's pulling all the strings from the top.
Yeah.
If they allowed that free energy, then they couldn't make money with the power poles, and you get your monthly bill every month.
Right.
Yeah.
And they also they'd have a hard time keeping people in fear of lack, that you're not going to have enough heat. You're not going to be able to afford to keep yourself warm. All the things that happen if the power goes out and you're all worried. It's like fear is a huge commodity for, the evil, the darkness. And whenever you get rid of a lot of that and people have more emotional, physical, financial, all of that equates together, it just changes everything. And you can see how bad it's gotten. And I don't know how your audience, if any of them are political, if they wonder about that. But in the, they call it truther community, the political truther community, you have a sector of people whom they think that everything's going to be okay if Trump is elected. And so he got elected. Now we're at this window of time of whether or not he is going to go in step with the alien disclosure or not. If he does, then he is on the side of actually revealing truth and what we have. If he doesn't, then he's in that place of, as they say, kicking the can down the road is what I call it, or basically more of the same. And so we're at this huge precipice of which way is it going to go. And I think I lost Monica here. She shut her camera off, so I don't know if I'm still here or not. Let me see if I can find comments. Let's see. I'm going to go. Okay, I can see y'all's comments. I don't know if y'all can see me, but I can see comments. So, see if I can find Leonard. There's Leonard. I'm flying physically thinking. So did I lose you, Monica? Oh, there she is. Monica says, I am still here. Okay, I can see that. There she is. It's like I see Laura's comment here, Laura Pierce. I do believe something is coming. I do feel that. We all feel that something's happened. It's either going to get worse or get better, is how it feels to me. And I really feel like we're at that, like I said, that edge of that cliff. We're at that point where it's going to be bumpy, to say the least. It's going to be very bumpy. Monica says, I'm not sure why you can't see or hear me. Can the audience see you, Monica? Let's see what she says. Let's see. I don't see any more comments from Monica, so I don't know if we have lost her or lost her feed. Okay, got it. Thank you. I will try that. Is Monica with us? Okay. Okay, Monica says, trying to get back on, keep talking. I'm not sure how we're still live. We must be compute on your computer here. So, let's see. LA says, I'm not sure if you can answer this, but do you know how we, as the lay people, can harness the energy Tesla was talking about? Um, Quantum energy. So, LA, do you want to join the live stream and then you can interact in a way and I can explain to you what quantum physics or quantum energy is, which is what one of the things Nicholas Tesla was talking about. Let's see. Um, just give a yes or no if you're okay with that. I'm trying to read the comments here. Okay. She said she took a call. I see that. Click the link and I will add you. Oh, well, you're at work, LA. Okay. Got it. Thank you for that. Okay, so I'll just explain a little bit and I can see your comments. I don't know if you guys can see me or not, but y'all obviously can hear me because LA answered. And so you can write a question there. Okay. So quantum energy is, if you've ever had anybody do any energy work, any long distance energy work, where you're connected to the other person can connect to you. It's sort of like, how does television work? How is it that it transmits and you can see it? It's through the airwaves. Well, um, whenever, oh, Yikwaba, it says that word sounds like alien language to me. Which word is that? You can see me. Very good. Thank you, Laura. Okay. Um, if you've heard of the term the ethers, what is the ethers or the airwaves, or that's that energy area where it's information is instantaneous, or the feeling of being able to think of something and it be there long distance. There's a space in terms of where Tesla and others, they realized that we're not just this body, we're not just right here in this moment in present time. We're able to connect to all that is. And so whenever you are able to do that, that's why I mentioned about energy work or energy healers, you understand the concept of being able to connect to another person. And in lesser terms, if you ever have where you're setting your intention or you're having a very strong ability that you think of your mom and you really want to talk to her and then she calls you. You created that communication through the ethers. Quantumly is what you did, where you know something. That's how it is that people who are able to perceive information, they're quantally hearing it through the ethers. So it says, Monica says, no clue why I can't get on. I have to end live and reboot. Let me know if all will come back. So Monica is telling us all to come back in just a few minutes. She's going to disconnect everything. And I want to get back to your question when you come back. Uwamba, I am so sorry. I can't quite see. It looks like it's a Q. So it's an emotional psychology. Um, we'll go back to that. I think she wants us to end and see if she can get us all back. So I'm going to do that.